So an activity that I do before I start my presentation is a fun activity, involves candy, and it again promotes a bond with the students. I tell them it's their lucky day and that I'm going to pay them just to sit through my class. And so with the teacher's help, I pass out a little snack-sized baggie with some candy in there with a label on it. And I don't let them know. I just am passing it out, and they're usually talking and happy that they're getting candy. And when I come back to the front of the classroom, I tell them it's their money. They can do whatever they choose to with it. But I throw out they might choose to spend their money, which means eat the candy, or they might, if they have a very nice neighbor, they might be able to borrow some from a neighbor. Or if they're kind of feeling gratuitous, they could lend some to their neighbor, or they might choose to save it, go home, put it under a mattress, or they may do any combination of it. It's up to them, it's their money. But then at the end, I introduce that they might choose to bank some of their money. And I have this Leuty bank here. And on the chalkboard in the classroom, I've written an interest rate. And what I have is one interest rate for at open, meaning if they choose to invest early. And then I have a second interest rate at close, which means if they wait to invest on the way out the door at the end of the classroom. So I tell them they've got 1 minute if they want to invest all or some of their money to put their name on the label and come up and deposit it in the bank. So you fast forward, kids are making their choices, and then it gets to the end of the class and I make one more offer. If anybody still has money left, which you often see, they've got the candy on their desk, they haven't eaten it, I try and encourage them to at least bank their money at the end. And what this culminates in is the second day when I come back to Bank Your Future, we go through the whole presentation. And once we get through compound interest with the Kelly and Mike example, then I say to them, would you like to see another example in real life? And I pull out the candy. And how this is a great visual is I remind them, this is what, if they chose to make a full initial investment, and some of the kids may have invested all that, and then I can tell them, this is the benefit of compound interest because they invested early, they invested the full amount, and they got the benefit of both interest periods. What's also great about this visual is there's going to be kids who invested only some of it or waited until the end and only got the benefit of the second interest rate. And I can show them that this is the person that chose to invest. They were disciplined, they saved all their money, but they didn't get the benefit of compound interest, and they can visually see the difference. So it's a great activity that I do with the kids, and it promotes a great bond and they have fun with it, and it also illustrates compound interest very well.